G'day guys, viewers, how are you out there? Hope you are well, God bless you. I just wanted to do a video regarding a dream that I had recently, which I believe is a powerful vision, and I'm not 100% certain what it means, but I'll share it first without further ado, and then I'll let you decide what it means, and I'll give my own interpretations of it as well. Okay, so in the dream, basically what I saw was very vivid and very colourful, which is surprising in a dream of itself. So I saw angels flying in the sky, and they were golden angels. It's a little bit hard to give any more detail than that. They were sort of angels that were looked like combative type angels that had sort of shields or wearing armor or something like that. Maybe it was their golden armor that I could see, or golden shields that they were holding. But they definitely appeared to be angels, and they were flying. And as far as I can tell, it was taking place on the earth, not in heaven. Because at the same time, I could see giants that were walking on the earth. So there were giants walking the earth, and at the same time there were golden angels flying around. And what was apparent to me was that there was a battle going on. And it seemed as though humanity was trying to fight against the golden angels. So it looked as though they were throwing things or attacking the angels, but it was as though they were throwing stones at them. You know, it wasn't as though their attacks were something that the angels would be worried about or afraid of. It was like they were throwing stones at them. Humanity was throwing stones at these angels, and the angels were very easily and very effectively swatting aside the attacks, like they were of no great consequence, like a child throwing stones at a soldier, just hitting it aside like it was nothing of any consequence. And then towards the end of the dream, I noticed that there was a small child that was seated upon my knee, and this seemed quite surprising to me. And I said to the child, "Are you my child?" And at that point the child got up and said to me, "I am Michael." And then at that point the dream abruptly ended. So it wasn't a long dream. It was quite brief, but it was extremely vivid. It was almost like watching color television. You know, it was that vivid and that realistic. I had no idea what the dream meant when I woke up, and I thought about it afterwards, and I still didn't really have a clue. I kind of messaged some of my friends on YouTube, at least one of my friends on YouTube, about it and to see what they thought. And then I did some online research to try and get a better idea. That's just my cat coming in. He's a bit of a nuisance. He keeps coming in and going out. Opening the door, which just lets cold air in. It's frustrating. But so I thought, Michael, okay, well, who is Michael? You know, and I did some research, and I thought, possibly, you know, this could be, well, according to different interpretations of dreams, seeing a child named Michael in a dream can refer to the angel Michael, the archangel Michael, who's kind of like God's strongest angel and the leader of God's army of angels. So this was interesting. I thought, okay, here we go. We've got a battle going on. It seems to be a battle that's both spiritual and physical. You've got angels, which are kind of from a spiritual realm, a heavenly realm, and giants, which are more in the physical realm. And I know from the scriptures that giants are something that have been with us since prehistory. They were talked about in the Old Testament. They're known as the Nephilim, which were an abomination to God because they were never meant to be. They were actually a hybrid cross between humanity and fallen angels. So the fallen angels, or fallen angels, basically, the angels that fell with Lucifer, or the devil that fell to earth, decided at some point that it would be a good idea to breed with the women of humanity because they found them attractive, and so they interbred with human females, and the offspring of these human females were these giants that were known as Nephilim, and they walked the earth before the days of the flood. So they were more or less wiped out during the flood, when God decided that the only human beings that were on the earth at that time that were worth saving was Noah and his family, and that the rest were so evil and such abominations that they should be wiped from the earth. And that's what he did during the flood. Okay, so those creatures appearing again today and walking on the earth would be some sort of a sign of a return to the days of Noah, which is what the scripture talks about as being in the end times. That the end times will be like the days of Noah. So giants walking the earth. And this battle between evil and good, between heaven, heavenly angels, and these demonic creatures that are now inhabiting the earth. So, but in the midst of that, the archangel Michael appears, and Michael appearing in the dream, it can be interpreted as a sign of him being a protector. He protects people, he nurtures them, he gives them comfort and care. So that is the essence of the spirit of the archangel Michael. He's a sign, or he is a protector, basically. So broadly speaking, the interpretation that I gleaned from this dream was we're looking at a battle between good and evil at its most fundamental, that will involve both physical and spiritual forces. So you've got the angels of heaven fighting against the demons of the world, but at the same time, God's people will be protected by the archangel Michael. So it makes me think of what's happening at the moment in Israel, that all the enemies of Israel are amassing against them, but they will be provided spiritual protection, so that they've already got incredible defenses in place that we know about. Everybody knows about the Israel's Iron Dome defense system that literally swats attacks from the sky. So it seems quite coincidental, that, like I said, it was like throwing stones at these angels, and they were just swatting it from the sky. So it could be interpreted as a dream about what is taking place, or what is about to take place in a battle between Israel and its enemies. And all I can say is, well, be encouraged by the fact that Israel will have God's protection. That has been granted. God will protect Israel against attack from its enemies. Mark my words. God is faithful to his promises. So, rest assured, I mean, that God's prophecies are being fulfilled all the time. They've just been fulfilled at the moment. I mean, it looks as though the battle of Gog and Magog is about to commence. Iran is in is in full attack mode, wanting to attack Israel, and that is prophetic. If and when Russia gets involved, that will totally fulfill the prophecy of that war, the Gog and Magog war prophecy. They will come against Israel, Russia, and Iran, and all these other nations that are aligned with them will attack against Israel. These things are leading up to the tribulation period. So as these things are fulfilled, we draw ever closer to the rapture of the church. Look up, as the scripture says, because your redemption draws near. So God bless you all, and I'll speak with you again when I can. And if I get some other dream or message that's worth sharing, I will definitely share it with you. So bye for now.